Hi guys, for this video we'll be web scraping a website that has a list of the NBA teams. Let's take a look at the website first. So this is the website that we're trying to pull. So if you right click on a team and then click inspect, you'll see in the inspect window that the inner text says the team name and that they're all inside of this anchor with an href of /NBA team/. So if I go to the Indiana Pacers, for example, we'll see kind of the same pattern in this anchor. Same starts with in the href and then the team name. So that's kind of what we're trying to pull. So let's create a console application that will scrape this data. So open up Visual Studio, search for console app, click on that, click next, choose where you want to create your project. In my case, I want it in here, and I will call this Get Current Teams. Click next, and I'm building this in .NET 8. Okay. Once loaded, we need to download a package to help us easily scrape the data. So go to NuGet, and then go to Browse, and then type in HtmlAgilityPack, and click Install. All right. Now let's go back to our program.cs, and let's use the using statement to call our library that we just downloaded. So first we need to use the HttpClient to run a GET request to the URL so that we can get the HTML data in its raw string. So let's create a string variable. So let's create a string variable holding the URL. Okay, and then now we need to use the HttpClient to run the GET request. And then with the HttpClient, we're going to be using getStringAsync to get our data. And since this is asynchronous, we need to add the await clause. So with that, this is the raw HTML form. And then we're going to instantiate the HTML document class that's coming from our package that we downloaded. So let's create a HTML document. So I'll just have it as a var type, and I'm going to instantiate it using the HTML document class. And then with my variable, we now have access to the load HTML method, which then helps with that method. What we can load in is the raw string, and then our HTML doc will make it easier for us to traverse through the nodes of the HTML. Okay, and then from there, this has, it's my template, this has methods and properties that we can use to traverse through the nodes. So what I'm going to use is HTML doc. So let's call a variable document nodes and then select nodes. So I'm going to be using an XPath to filter the HTML data nodes. So this is what I'm going to use. And I'll explain further how this gets our data. So we can copy and paste this XPath formula to the site. So on your browser, in the inspect window, click on it and then just click Control F on your keyboard. Then if you paste this in, it's a formula or a filter that will give us specific nodes that we want. So in our case, we want anchor, and where the href starts with /MBA/team/. And then what I noticed is that this pattern, you may also come up with team draft history or roster or schedule. So those are not team names, so we want to exclude that from our filter. So that's just what I'm doing there. And normalized space just trims the inner text of the node that we're in. So that's the formula. And as you can see, there's 90 of them. So that means this is duplicated. So what we're going to use is a hash set to make sure the team names that we're pulling with this formula are unique. So what we can do is declare that hash set. Let's call this teams. Let's store our team nodes as well. Now we're going to loop through each of the nodes. And then we want the inner text from that node. So let's declare that. And then let's trim it just in case. So then let's say I only want to add the team name into my hash set if it's not null or empty. So let's add that condition in there. And then let's loop through each of the teams that we found. This isn't a node, let's just say team. And then let's print out the team. So let's run this. And there are our teams. Cool. All right. So in our next video, we're going to be storing this team data into a SQLite DB. So I'll see you then. Thanks. Bye.